It's over. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 91 of the Shower Podcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and new to you. I'm your host, Chip, and this is not really the way that I wanted this to go. I've been procrastinating this for a bit. You might have seen that the last episodes I tried going with this recap thing. But unfortunately, it was a bit all of a lie. Episode 91 is the last episode of the Shower Podcast because I've received an offer for selling the idea. I got contacted prior to the recap episodes, and this is why I haven't produced further. I managed to get a deal to at least go forward and make the last episode for you guys. I will be able to, keep what I've created so far. So the episodes will still be there for anybody that wants to go and listen to the old ones. But I won't be able to go forward. And this is the last episode. I don't want to really add all that much because it will get too long, too complicated. And I don't really know what else to say. It has been amazing. I've really, really enjoyed every episode. It will be very dear to me. And down the line, I might produce something else, something similar. But this journey, it's over, unfortunately. I don't know what else to say. Thank you very much, and unfortunately can't say see you at the next one. So thank you for listening so far, and wish you all the best. Is what I would say if this were true. Guys, check your calendar. It's the 1st of April. Of course I had to do something like this, especially coming back after such a long time. What? Who says that? I'm definitely in, but I wanted to connect it to the, the thumbnail that you have seen, because indeed it's over, but not the podcast, but the whole idea behind this new image generation. If you haven't followed the news, it would be a bit surprising because they are literally everywhere. But ChatGPT, or at least OpenAI, released a new model, this model called 4o, that has changed a bit the perspective to image generation. They moved away from the technique that their previous model DALL-E was using with diffusion in very short words. Before, image generation was starting from noise, so just nothing, gibberish, and then based on your description and also other information around it, it was slowly removing this noise and coming up with the image that you wanted. It was working pretty okay, but again, it was not something that you could tell most of the time that it was AI generated. Now it's a bit more different because now they are, following I'm super generalizing, and everybody that is in the field knows that I'm absolutely generalizing, but they are just going for a, token approach. So now they are basically scanning the image that it wants to create, and it goes from top to bottom, similar to how it is predicting, the next word when it generates text. And this works fantastic. Specifically, it's able to replicate much better styles. The descriptions are way more accurate in the things that it generates. And also the text is amazing, something that was a huge problem before. Of course, it's still full of, things that don't make sense. But from afar, it's quite something. And specifically the whole, this news blew up because of this Ghibli style that is able to replicate so well. So if you feed an image, and as I did, with the background of the Shower Podcast, I was able to create that and add the overlay within seconds. And I've seen a lot of comments, and it's pretty difficult to come up with a summary. Of course, it's not something desirable in the sense that I do believe that arts, crafts, and everything that it's at the base of creativity should still be held away from these kind of tools, but it's inevitable. It's happening. The biggest problem is that they did all of this without really giving the credits nor really asking for fair use for this kind of to generate something like that. There is a reason why the model is able to create something that well, is because it has seen these things before. If they did not have access to that, it's not that suddenly they would be able to understand what Studio Ghibli means. It means something because there is something at the base of that. And I think that the biggest issue is, again, the fact that it wasn't really in the, let's say, using fair use, and copyright is really, really shaky when it comes to this. But we'll see how this evolves. What I wanted to focus today is, how would you feel, let's say, if what you were very good at and what you spent a lot of time perfecting and learning was suddenly, let's say, not obsolete, because I generally believe that, as I saw a lot of videos during those days, if you are an artist, you are still able to capture, let's say, reality in a different way, and also the way that you are able to modify, let's say, the base that these models are able to generate, it's unique. It's not something that they can do that well. But if you just started, or if you, let's be honest, you're not that really good at it and you wanted to make a job out of it, it's very hard to ask for something. So I think that it's becoming always more obvious to me that we're not now running to understand who is better technically at doing something, but how are you able to, let's say, make unique your craft, your skill, your approach within the environment that you are, let's say, operating in. What are you bringing extra? And because otherwise it's pretty much impossible. I was seeing also, let's say, moving away a bit from art, but still within this realm, there was now a new protocol that was being standardized in order to have, let's say, these large language models be able to interact with other tools and other, let's say, resources at an, let's say, architectural level. And these kind of initiatives are fantastic because they, let's say, bring down the idea of these models as the magical intelligence or always capable, like tools that are capable of anything, whereas they are just tools. They are extremely powerful tools, but they're still tools. It's not that they are fundamentally doing something new. It's always based on things that we know of and that we use. It's just a matter that they do it way faster and most of the time also way better than most people. But it's still very good enough that it's most people. Having said that, and let's say putting aside also the topic of today, I'm very happy to be back and looking forward to, let's say, bring the topics in. I was very happy of the whole mini pause that I did because it really helped me to get back on the, let's say, on track, and gives me time to actually bring meaningful content here. And I mean, we're just going. We're very close to episode 100. I cannot wait for that. Stay tuned for that. And overall, let me know in the comments what's your opinion on this, let's say, whole situation. Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's something that should be restricted? Is it even possible to restrict it? And have you used it? I mean, if you haven't, I really, let's say, encourage you to give it a chance, because there are a lot of situations in which it just makes sense to use it. It would be, I can understand it, again, from the, let's say, if you are an artist, it's very complicated to hear that and to see people using it instead of, let's say, relying on you. But the world is ever changing, and the only way to survive is to change with it. So, yeah, good luck with that. Having said that, it's time to close this episode and say, let's say, see you the next time for real. Thank you very much for listening, and yeah, see you at the next time.